Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and having a great day. First up, I'm sure a lot of you out there are going to absolutely love this. Brad Garlinghouse has recently stated that Bitcoin is the Napster of digital assets. For those who are too young, who do not know what Napster is what we had before iTunes. If you wanted to download music illegally, you would use Napster, and it was like the only one go-to place that we had to download things before the 100 platforms that we had now. So Brad Garlinghouse recently claimed that cryptocurrencies are solving real-world banking and remittance problems, with future generations set to build and improve on the foundation laid by blockchain technology. In doing so, he stated that Bitcoin is the Napster of digital assets, meaning it is soon going to die. I know a lot of you don't really care for how I feel about Bitcoin, but I thought this was... He's not holding back anymore. In 2017, Ripple kind of was in the backdrop, and they even said many times that they were trying to, go slow and steady, but they are very aggressive at the moment. So this happened during the, there's a conference happening right now called Asia 2020, and it's pretty much, I think I spoke about it a day or two ago. It's all about money. Everything that has to do with world finance, everyone is at this conference. So this is exactly what Garlinghouse said. He says, some may look back at Bitcoin and see that it is the Napster of digital assets. What I mean by that is that Napster was the first to digitize music and demonstrate that you can do a lot of cool things with that. But ultimately, they were circumventing trademark laws, they were circumventing royalty payments, and then government stepped in and Napster wasn't successful. But Spotify, iTunes, and Pandora were successful. I think what you will find is that maybe the next generation of digital assets will end up solving some of the problems that Bitcoin set out to solve. I'm sure there are a lot of people, especially those who hate Ripple, are going to love that he said that. Right, moving on. South Korea has announced, of course, because we know that this wasn't going to stick, they have announced that they are looking to actually allow ICOs within the country. South Korea's financial regulator and watchdog first banned initial coin offerings in late September 2017, citing concerns about fraud as a means to ultimately protect investors. That was a lie. The restrictive curbs came within 1 week of China's own blanket ban on ICOs earlier that month. A report from a mainstream Korean publication, however, could see Korea's financial authorities formulate a plan to allow ICOs for domestic investors. We know this is going to happen. I assume, like I said, everything seems to be happening around the summertime. This is when a lot of other countries have said that they're going to step forward and start giving us proper laws and regulations on cryptocurrencies and ICOs. They want ICOs to happen because ultimately, if your country is responsible for the birth of any type of project that will grow into, let's say if South Korea starts allowing ICOs and one of these ICOs becomes the next Google or something that big, these are bragging rights, and also they get the taxes from this company as they're making billions. So these countries obviously want these things in their country. They just have a hard time admitting it, and they're just looking for a way to be able to regulate everything so that they get money when or if that ICO should explode. Next up, this is just kind of weird. I thought it was kind of cool. Slovenia has apparently made the first Bitcoin monument ever on Earth. It's somewhere, I think it's in a roundabout somewhere. It's kind of weird. I don't know exactly why they did it. It doesn't seem to really have a purpose, especially because it's also lying face down and not many people can see it as they're driving around it. But yeah, why not? I mean, I don't assume that we're going to have many more of these, so it may actually become somewhat of a tourist attraction. But I can't really see many other countries creating or allowing these in the near future unless Bitcoin does eventually hit $1 million. Then you better believe some billionaire out there or some millionaire out there will definitely erect their own house, and there will be a Bitcoin symbol on top of it. Last up, Binance has pretty much announced that they have gotten too large and they're looking to create their own decentralized exchange. The Hong Kong-based company, which regularly ranks as a top 3 cryptocurrency exchange as measured by the daily trading volume, made the announcement in a blog post explaining that Binance, they're calling it Binance Chain, will mainly focus on the transfer and trading of blockchain assets, as well as provide new possibilities for the future flow of blockchain assets. Binance was growing too quickly and too busy to start anything else, CEO said on Twitter. So all we could do is to just start one more Binance. It appears, I don't think there's any actual date for this, and they said that they're doing this to kind of pave the way for decentralized exchanges in the world. There have been a lot of problems with a few decentralized exchanges when it comes to hacking. It's not as bad as normal exchanges when it comes to hacking or other problems that they may have, but this has not been perfected yet. So I hope that they get this correct. I hope they may be one of the first that is not hack. Nothing is hack proof, but you know what I'm saying? Something that has a bit more security, but this is very difficult. Many people who are in the cryptocurrency space have said many times before, it is very difficult to create these things when they are not centralized, because when it's centralized, you can control exactly what's happening with it. But when there's no human controlling it and it's just a computer, it's a bit more easier to manipulate a human machines than it is a centralized exchange that is run by humans. Let's see exactly what happens with this and wish them all the best of luck, because it would be kind of cool if we started only using decentralized exchanges in the future. All right, everyone, that is definitely going to do it for this video. I hope you're all having a great week. I know the market is still down, but let's hope that that picks itself back up eventually so we can all start making some more money again. And yeah, I will talk to you all soon. See you.